Hi, in this video we're going to figure out what the limit is as x approaches e of x minus e multiplied by the natural logarithm of x divided by x minus e all squared. Before we begin, could I just ask you to make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you find this video useful. So, if we were to just go ahead and let x equal e, in the numerator we would have e minus e multiplied by the natural logarithm of e. Now, the natural logarithm of e is just equal to 1, so we would have 0 in the numerator, and e minus e all squared is just equal to 0. So our limits of the form 0 over 0, and in order to solve it we're going to have to apply something called L'Hopital's rule. L'Hopital's rule basically says that if the numerator and the denominator are both differentiable at the point which the limit's being evaluated at, and that they're of the form 0 over 0 or plus or minus infinity over plus or minus infinity, then we can apply L'Hopital's rule. L'Hopital's rule basically says that the limit as x approaches c of f of x divided by g of x is equal to the limit as x approaches c of the derivative of f of x divided by the derivative of g of x. And we can just keep applying this rule for as long as we need to, as long as the conditions are satisfied. That is, f and g are both differentiable at c and they're of indeterminate form 0 over 0 or plus or minus infinity over plus or minus infinity. So let's go ahead and apply L'Hopital's rule. We're going to have the limit as x approaches e of 1 minus e divided by x, all divided by 2 multiplied by x minus e. Now notice if we were to just go ahead and let x equal e, in the numerator we would have 1 minus e over e, and any number divided by itself is just 1, so this would be 0. And of course from before we know that e minus e is just equal to 0, so 2 times that is also just equal to 0. So our limit is actually of the form 0 over 0 again. So we're going to have to apply L'Hopital's rule for a second time in order to evaluate the limit. So we're going to have the limit as x approaches e. Now the derivative of the numerator is just e divided by x squared, and the derivative of the denominator is just 2. If we were to go ahead and just let x equal e, we would have e divided by e squared in the numerator divided by 2, and this is just equal to 1 over e divided by 2, and if we multiply the numerator by e and the denominator by e, we're left with 1 over 2 multiplied by e to the first power. And that is the answer to this problem. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day.